Well, as much as I don't want it to be. Good morning. It is 5:32. I ain't kidding you when I say it was cold. Yeah, there's that little gator thing. It's early. Early in the morning. Very small, rural Manitoba. Okay, I can see well enough now to go 5 minutes up the road. Should just be an Esso on the other side of town here. Yeah, so for some context going on right now, it's about 5:30 in the morning, and I was staying at the Petrocan in the small town I'm hanging out in until Tuesday. And I'd asked the cashier if I could get a cup of water, stay the night in the corner in the parking lot, because I was telling her about my plan and my trip and all this, and why I was in St. Laurent. And no objection to either. So I go park the truck, and I have an extension cord running into the bed of the pickup just so it's easier, but I have my phone plugged into the block heater wall. Most parking spots in Manitoba will have an electrical outlet for block heater. Usually it's not a problem to just plug in, what looks like an extension cord into them. But, my phone probably takes less power than a block heater. Anyways, he kicked me out, got all up in my nerves about it, and almost was, getting ready to fight at a minute there because I was sitting idling waiting for the window to defrost. But stay here for the night, and then I'm leaving St. Laurent on Tuesday. But I did film a few things while I was up here. I think the next clip is during fire.
Unless that's just the leftover.
I was gonna say, it looks like a slash bale.
Yeah, that's all the old bales. Yeah, it's just they're just burning within.
So, what I saw was in the forest over there.
Yeah, so like I was saying, there was quite a fire, and it started out just being the little bale fire, we believe, but a lot of people who were out there fighting the fire say the main reason it spread was because of hares and muskrats, which was something me from BC, I'm used to an underbrush fire just spreading through the underbrush and the trees above. I've really never put thought to that, wildlife can spread up fire. This is super cool. For those of you who don't know, apparently about everybody out here has about 2 of them. And there are 2 of them here and about 2 of them in every house I've passed. These are called bombardiers. More specifically, the Bombardier B12. 12 because, it sat 12 people originally. Many people have changed them and customized them over time to fit and adapt different things. Like this one's running a Ford 351. Some of them are running Chrysler motors. Some of them are running Chevy motors, just whatever they can fit in the back of here. Wheel. And the rear idlers, just in case anybody's wondering, it has a V8 regular automatic transmission, drive shaft to like a Dana rear end, circa 1950. And then that goes into the gear wheel, and that spins the idler track. And on the front, they have the wheels, or they can have skis. And on the other one here, they have the skis. So I'll go take a quick video of those. And yesterday, I left my phone charging at home, but we went out and had a little fun. Got stuck about tire deep, taking the main highway across the fields in town, because small town Manitoba. Hi, Rube. How are you? Like I was saying, these have those skis, which they can switch out with the wheels. Here's a better look inside where they have the wood stove. The seats engage. Almost looks like an old semi. Something you've seen in an old haze or something. So that wood with the 4 or 5 important gauges, and then that seat, you can tell the stove gets a little hot. Rube, it's okay. Hello. This one here, they believe it is a 316. That's pretty cool. I wish they could fire it up, but not that lucky. And yes, fishing is what these are used for. Good old pickerel fishing. that is a pretty cool thing about the family is, you know, a lot of pickerel fishing. So you go out to Calgary and visit, or you come out to Winnipeg and visit, and you get a lot of pickerel and good fish and chips, and it's all homemade and home caught. Really good. Like the puppy dog. This is a good girl. Hey, Ruba. Oh, hello. Puppy dog. Nothing wrong with a good dog. Okay, down girl. There's those skis. Look at that thing. A C4 Corvette pulling a little tent trailer.
Unconventional.
Unconventional is the word I would use, that's for sure. It's a drop top too. It's a fucking convertible with a teardrop trailer and everything. All right.
That poor car. That is a fucking very beautiful car.
No, it's like a 40th anniversary pulling like a fucking half kilo or a half ton of trailer. Clouds I was talking about. They don't look too nice. Of course, that's only the edge of the storm. You can see it. It's quite dark down there above Winnipeg and stuff. Like I said, it's just a little bit windy. Sure is flat though. Like I said, everybody, we are now hitting Highway 6. We're gonna try and get out of... I might be able to get out of Manitoba today. It's only 2 hours to Kenora. 2.5. I got half a tank of gas. Got a few bucks still. Got my GST check in, you know. But hit the road. Yeah, so like I'm saying, I'm just coming out of Woodsville, Wooding. I don't know where the fuck I'm coming. It's up to the W. Woodlands. That's where I'm out of now. Yeah. So I'm coming out of Woodlands, and I stopped at a gas station. And I love stopping at small, not big conglomerate gas stations like Temco or Market 6 out here in Manitoba. They've been really cool. Because I haven't seen any Chevrons since like Alberta, and Petrocans. There's just none right here. Fuck me, those semis are really putting some crosswind onto me. Holy shit. Anyways, so like I was saying, I'm at this gas station, and I find ketchup chips, like a good Canadian, but I also found, crunchy ketchup Cheetos. I didn't know they made those. And I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. So I went on a bit of a cruise around the store, and I found a couple things I've never seen before, because that's what I like to buy. And I got apple fritter, Tim Hortons granola bars. They had Boston cream, apple fritter, double. So I went with the apple fritter. I like the Tim Hortons apple fritter, I won't lie. They are pretty good. But then I found Rockstars. Rockstar vodka, 6.9% alcohol. It's sealed. I'm driving. But I've always thought Monster, Rockstar, Red Bull, aren't they all like do not combine with alcohol because of heart attack or something like that? I've never seen one of these in BC. That's just because I don't drink, you know, half as much as my ex does. But I've never seen this before, and I'm really excited to try it because I do like Rockstars compared to Red Bull. I'm not a big fan of the Red Bull taste, but yeah, I'll drink fucking whatever. Anyways, enough rambling about the things I've gotten at a store. We got no real plan on where I'm staying or where I'm going. There's a hell of a storm south, coming towards Winnipeg. It's all across North Dakota, coming across the lakes and stuff in Ontario. And it might be fun. It might be spooky. I don't mind sleeping in the storm, especially coming from Hope. I slept in this a couple nights in just my parents' backyard. It was piss and rain. It was piss and rain every day of building this, and I'm surprised the wood isn't rotted out, you know? And, holy fuck, I'm speeding. Slow down, Emerald. You know? Don't need to go 110. I gotta go 10 under on the speed limit, or the speedometer, sorry, because I guess the bigger KO2's in the back. Roll past like one of those school zones thinking I'm doing 30, and all of a sudden it's flashing 38, 37, 38. So it's about 5 to 10 clicks high or low, I guess. So I just drive 10 under and say fuck it to everyone else. Who in the fuck? I didn't even see you coming behind me. Good Christ. 2 kilometers to the Ontario-Manitoba boundary, otherwise known as entering Ontario. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I have made it past the halfway point, and we are entering the 5th province of Canada. This is my first time driving into Ontario, much less stepping foot this far east, so I'll put you here and try and get a photo. This is reason number 1 why you do not pass snow plows on the highway. Because imagine if this, which probably was 20 feet over and got moved by a snow plow this winter, but imagine you're just trying to pass the snow plow. You know, you pass it on the right, you pass it on the left, and all of a sudden you got a fucking set of tire chains coming through your window. Welcome to Ontario. No fire hazard. This almost looks too easy. Can I adjust that? Oh, it's tight. Damn. That would have been too cool. I wanted to put it like right on the edge of green and yellow, you know, just to be funny. Oh, all right. Back to the truck. Beautiful sunset over there. Like I said, I'm chasing this storm almost. That's been following the Great Lakes and the southern coast of Ontario. I don't want to assume anything, but it looks like this guy might have a very similar setup to I do. But the Cube van, that looks a little bit more comfy than the pickup. Chilly morning today. About -2. Feels like minus fucking cold. But we are now officially entering Ontario. In about half an hour, I'll be in Kenora. And it's about 5 hours from there to Thunder Bay. And somewhere in the middle is where the time change happens. So it goes from being 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, you know. See you there, folks. And yeah, this is my first time driving into and around Ontario. The last time was also the first time I was here, and that was 2-3 years ago. Back in February and March, I came out to work on a solar project as well as work on Topsy with Edison Motors. But yeah, it was a good time, but I'm really excited to experience the entirety of Ontario, not just the Toronto corridor. So this is a huge experience for me. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Kenora, Ontario. This is my first big stop. It's the first city into Ontario, I believe. It's about half an hour in. Just stopped at the China Tire and a Walmart just to, you know, pick up some water, pick up some snacks, some food, and double check I don't need anything like an extension cord or bungee straps, and just really make sure that this next 20-hour drive across Ontario over the next couple days goes smoothly and I don't need to stop too much. But also, while stopped here, I realized that's a giant MNP building. Fuck you, MNP. parked at a Walmart in Kenora. I didn't realize. BC plates pulled up right next to me. I've been in there for a bit. Parking by your neighbor. A successful haul from Walmart. So I'm gonna hit Giant Tire. And at Walmart I was able to pick up a good pot set and saucepan set and all that stuff. So now I just gotta find some way to make coffee, because that's the last thing I need. And yeah, I picked up a bunch of soups, a bunch of like different snacks, trail mixes, nuts, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, gonna go in here, see what else I can pick up, see if I can get any more trinkets or something, maybe a sticker. I don't know. Look at that first gen. That's beauty. All right, got out of Canadian Tire. Got a really nice long mattress here. It's for one of them sunbeds. I think that'll go super nice on there. And then on sale, they had this. You know, make 6 to 9 cups. Approved. So, we got the mattress, we got that, and I got food inside of that. I got some more water, which I had the propane, the heater, some more food and goodies up there with the bed. Just time to organize, maybe hang out for a minute. Yes, dirty bean water. Oh, now my camera's all fuzzy. Back on the road again. Nice pot of coffee. I was able to juice that up. This is gonna be a weird clip. I'm so bad at voiceovers, you know? Anyways, here I'm just scrolling through Ontario. You know, it's really neat to see the Canadian Shield compared to the prairie, where out here there's maybe a foot of dirt and then it's solid rock. And the Canadian Shield is the oldest and thinnest part of the Earth's crust, which is really cool. And it's just like how the Appalachians are a shorter mountain range, but that's because they are so old, they have been worn down over time type of thing. The Canadian Shield is so thin because it's so old. It's some of the oldest rock on Earth. And seeing just the different red, yellow, brown, and some blue even rocks, super cool. And I'd love to know more about the geology and actually learn like what is granite and sandstone, etc., whatever the hell's out here, right? But I'm not that smart, and I don't know enough about rocks. But I do know a little bit about trees, and that these ones are super cool. Much better than Manitoba's, or lack thereof, and Saskatchewan's lack thereof. I did miss the trees. The BC had a lot of trees. It was super nice. The mountains were a little overglowing, but I missed the trees. It's Lake Superior at nighttime, sadly, but still. Oh, that's fucking cold. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's so fucking cold. Wow. I underestimated that. I also underestimated this walk back. But the Great Lake Superior. Tomorrow I'll have a better view of it. In the daytime in Lake Superior. Good morning, everybody. Well, I figured I deserve a better spot to look at Lake Superior for all of its glory and history. So I figured, what if we take a little peek at something else while we're here? I'm from BC.
Oh, so you're heading east, are you, or going back home?
Yeah, I'm heading to the coast. Glad I stopped here because I was talking to a gentleman there who said he's from Toronto and he's heading to Canmore And he said he took Highway 11 instead of Highway 17. I was going to take the 17 because it's the one that follows Lake Superior. But he said there's a part that got washed out in a storm that came a couple days ago. So I might just take the 11 to try and hotshot it to Toronto. But I mean, it's still a 20-hour drive no matter which way I go. I just don't get to go through Sault Ste. Marie. But that's okay. I probably don't want to get that close to the border anyway. Oh no, I won't be able to see the Great Lakes then, because the 11 doesn't. No, fuck it. No, well. Anyways, I'm in Canada's smallest Canadian Tire. Let's see how small it is. Get that. There. That's all there is. So I just got out of this tiny Canadian Tire, and it is small. It goes from that wall to that wall, and it is maybe 6 aisles. And yeah, I didn't get a lot of footage inside because it was a little crammed, but it's crazy that Hope can't even get one of these. And just as we hit the end of the video here, folks, I want to say thank you for everyone who sticks around to the end and watches it all the way through. It means so much to see that people actually are watching the videos all the way through and, you know, sticking around. Don't forget to, you know, like it if you like it, or subscribe if you want to, you know, see every Wednesday I try to upload. But here's a little map of kind of where we are, and then, yeah, just some nice shots at the end of the video. All right, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.